When I got to the UK, the first person I did lashes for was gonna pay me naira. Ow!
Me, I go win this race, oh. Now try to give me grace. Now try to give me grace, oh. Me, I dey run my race. Me, I go win this race, oh. Now try to give me grace. Now try to give me grace, oh. They want to hear my story, but I know go fit to run my case, oh.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, kindly like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Zimbiat, and today I feel so relieved today because I haven't been working for some days now. I had a crazy week last week, guys. It was crazy at work, and trust me, you know that moment I'd be like, why am I working? Why can't God? It was crazy, guys. And so I took some time off, which I've not been working. I'm so excited. I said, that's exciting. I was excited about that because I am now, I have to go back to work, which I'm really not looking forward to. So last few days ago, I saw this news online about UK banning dependents. People bringing their families over. I really feel bad about that, which I will talk about later. But then I feel bad because I have a friend which is supposed to come very soon as a dependent, and I don't know, to be honest, it's really sad because I think I'll talk about that later. So thinking about it, it made me realize that I've actually spent over a year here in the UK, and I was just thinking about like everything I've been through, my struggles, triumph, sad times, and what I've been through before coming down here, how I made the decision to come down here, and I thought about just sharing it. So basically, I graduated in 2017. I'm trying to like go back. I graduated in 2017 as a nutritionist and dietitian. And should I say dietitian because I've not been practicing. You have to do this IT thing. Is it IT internship? Yeah, things like thing that you have to practice as a dietitian before you're named a dietitian. So I haven't been practicing yet, which I plan to. So I've always been a fashion designer before I graduated uni. So when I finished, and I like creating stuff, I love creating stuff like art. I like when I create something and just look at it and people wear it or people just admire it. So when I finished school, I knew like, okay, right now I don't think I'm ready for the 9 to 5 thing. Not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, which is fine. Not everybody wants to do the 9 to 5, which I think I am that everybody that does not really like the 9 to 5 thing is. So I decided like, okay, I think I want to just pursue my fashion designing career. And honestly, when I graduated, I didn't have like much customers in Lagos because I was schooling at Abeokuta, Ogun State. So I had to like, go back to my father's house. So I didn't have much customers. So it was really tough. And I had to sew in my room, my very small room, my father's house. And people would be like, hi Zimbiat, like Zima Vogue. Hi Zima, that's what they call. Hi Zima, I want to come to your office. I want to come to your office. The way I package my stuff on IG, that kind of thing, package your brand and everything. Oh, Zima, I want to come to your office, but office is my father's house, so I'll just be like, no. So it was somehow at first, but then I eventually started growing because I had just one apprentice. Later, I got like then I had just one manual machine, the old sewing machine. Then I got like industrial machines, about 5 or 6, and I got workers. I started sewing like 100 pieces, 50 pieces, and yeah, I was okay. I was doing really well, which I enjoyed because I enjoy what I was doing. So I was good basically.
My blessing come down, favor fall down on me. Goodness and mercy follow me every day. Everything way I touch for this life
was never a fan of traveling abroad. I never liked it. Like, I don't know. I just, those kind of people that will say, let's build Nigeria. I still believe in building Nigeria, but I was never a fan of traveling abroad. But then one day I just woke up and just said to my mom, like, okay, I want to go. I want to travel. My mom didn't believe me because years before then she had been trying to convince me to go abroad, but I said, no, 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 I don't want to go. I want to stay here. So when I said I wanted to come here, she didn't believe me, honestly. She was like, nah. But then I just went higher with everything, and she said, okay, that's fine. And it was really tough because I didn't really think it through. Like, okay, you're leaving your family, you're leaving your friends. I didn't think that part. I just thought about it like, okay, yeah, I want to change my environment. I didn't think when they say you have pros and cons, the cons part, I didn't think about it like, okay. So when it was getting closer, I didn't tell my friends. You know that thing about when you're traveling, if you're in Nigeria, and when you're traveling, you don't really tell your friends, like, this village people thingy. I didn't tell my friends about me traveling, so I was just doing low key, low key, low key. I'm very sure 90% of us did it low key. So then I was doing my stuff low key, but because I'm really, really close to my mom, started like getting to me like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave my mom for a long time. I don't even know when I'm gonna see my mom again. So it was like really getting to me like, okay, Zimbia, you're gonna have to leave here really soon. I just wanted like some closure with my mom. So I did this thing, like a surprise dinner thingy with my mom. So what I did, I told like one of my friends or was having a birthday party, and that she wanted my mom. So my mom got all dressed up and came down to the restaurant. But it was me. I was the date, and we had the date thing, and she was really happy.
The waste time, me on fire bazooka, Mr. Money no the waste time, Mr. Money
Because I knew if I invited you that I won't have a date with you, you will never.
Mr. Money no the waste time, Mr. Money no to ease your mind. You can rebound like a pillow. I'm a little child, you could take a stop. I look up, I want to kill.
Are you surprised?
She nasa your father. I got that from Mozart, Fini Bulala.
So I just wanted the closure and everything. God, guys, I didn't think it through. Anyways, so I just like left. I know I didn't just leave. So I just like, we had that thing. Then when I knew I was coming here again, what I did was, so I've always been a fashion designer. I wanted to like, I thought about like, I do makeup for people, but not like professionally. I do it for my friends really good, so, and family. So I thought about like, okay, I could actually just upgrade my skills in makeup and my microblading and lashes. So I went all out to like upgrade my skills, because I told myself like, this UK I'm not going there to play. Like, stop playing, stop playing, stop playing. Yeah, I'm going there to like make money. That's what I told myself. So I made sure I got like my upgrades, I upgraded my skill. And fast forward to when I was coming, guys, I made sure to like, catch up with my friends and everything. Fast forward to when I was coming. When I was coming to the UK, guys, I came with £10, just £10. I have like the picture of my brother holding that £10 right now. I don't know if I'm gonna add it to this video. I came with like £10, and Joe, I had money in my account, to be fair, but it was just the only pound I had on me. And I went with like to the airport with like my friends, my family, my friends, no, sorry, my brothers, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my cousin. It was literally the whole family, because golden child. So yeah, we went to the airport, and guys, I went to the airport with like 5 bags. 5 bags, and guess what was my bag? I had my machine. People always say like, you're crazy. I came with one of my sewing machines, because I have like about 6 machines. I brought like a table one, which I'm looking at right here. I came with my machine. I came with my makeup box. I came with my lashes box, with my microblading box, literally, and I came with materials, a bag or two bags full of materials, clothing materials to sew. Literally, I came with anything that would make me money, then small foodstuffs and clothes. So yeah, that was it, Sha. So that was what I came with, and it was really emotional for me when I was leaving my mom, because that was when it actually dawned on me, like, oh yeah, you're leaving your people. You don't know when you're gonna see them again, to a place where you have no family and nobody. That was what happened. And when I got to the airport, when I got to the UK, I came in through the Gatwick airport, and my taxi picked me up, and the taxi man was really nice. It took me down to Newport, and I had to do like a quarantine thing. And for some time, I stayed with like an uncle. It's not my family, but we're like pretty close. Really, really sweet man, and his family. So they accommodated me for some days, and I had to get an apartment. If you're in the UK, you know how hard it is to get an apartment here. That was like another thing, but it was quite easy for me to get an apartment, guys. It was really sweet, and I got an apartment, like a two. It was like a shared apartment, two-bedroom flat. So I had the room, and this woman had the head other room. So that was it, guys, and it was literally humble beginnings for me, because I moved into an unfurnished apartment. Guys, unfurnished is like no bed, nothing. I mean, nothing. I'm going to be showing video. When my uncle and auntie visited me, they literally sat on the floor. I had nothing in my room. There was something in the living room, but then I wasn't using the living room. I always like to stay in my room. So there was no bed. I had to buy bed on Amazon. I had to buy bed frame. I had to buy a wardrobe. You know, all this clothes wardrobe that would always fall. Oh God. The last time I used that kind of wardrobe was during my P degree. So I had to buy a wardrobe. I had to buy everything, and I had to set up myself. UK will make you, should I say, do a lot of DIYs. That's one thing about UK. You're gonna learn to do a lot of DIYs. So I had to like I had to do everything myself, and it was somehow for me. That was when my whole journey started. Without my family, I know, like, I could go to, even when I was in uni, I would still go home to see my mom once in a while. But this one was just literally without my family, guys, and it was just somehow it started to, and it was so cold. It was always so cold. I remember how cold it used to get, and where I stayed. This summer was really nice to me, but then I had this thing of they're managing lights, and you can't turn on the heater. So she would not turn the heater on. She would not want me to turn the heater on, and I don't like cold because it affects my. I don't know how it does. It affects my bladder. That's it. And I had to like go to the toilet every time. So I was always crying, guys. There was a day I was sewing for my customers. Okay, so when I got to the UK, how I got my customers, how I started my business in the UK. No, I can't say business, like working in the UK. I went to the church. This is an idea for people. That's like a secret. I went to the church with my uncle's wife. That's like my auntie. I went to the church, and she took me around like, oh, this is my baby girl. She sews, she does microblading. And I started getting customers, and they were really nice to me. So I started getting customers, and I was making money from that, to sort some bills. That's how I started making money in the UK. I started making money 1 month. Is it 1 month? It's not less than 1 month when I got here. Because I couldn't wait, man. I wanted the pound.
She gon' come alive, and I said darkness all around me, but they know I'm the light. I got it. She gon' come alive, and I said darkness all around me, but they know I'm the light. So baby, try, but yeah, make you know that's a lie.
first person I made lashes for, she wanted to pay me in naira. Ah, when I got to the UK, the first person I did lashes for was gonna pay me in naira. Ow! She might be watching this video right now, but I'm thinking about it now. Like, guys, I was so desperate because I wanted to just make money. I was just too ambitious or whatever, and I took it like, okay, converted money and paid me. I wasn't spending naira here. Nobody should try that with me anymore. Nobody can even try that with me anymore. But then, I'm not saying in a bad way, but it was good that she patronized me first. I really, really appreciate that. But then, she paid me in naira, man. Um, so eventually I got customers. I was sewing. Then my machine had a problem. I had to like go buy another machine in the cold. I think it was 2 degrees. I bought a machine on Facebook Market, and I was working. I don't know what happened. My machine had a problem. Like it just needed servicing. I don't know how to do that because I had my workers that used to do that. So guys, I had to go buy another machine online because I just wanted to, and I had to pick it up. Facebook Market, you meet the seller and everything. But those days, I remember when I got home that night, and my flatmate didn't want me to turn on the heater. Guys, I was cold. Imagine being in 2 degree, walking inside, the cold for like minutes and getting back home and there was no heater. I was shivering. That day I called my mother and my father and said, I want to go back home. I was like, mommy, hello, daddy, I want like I was frustrated, guys, because I was literally going nuts that night. I couldn't hold it. I think I just turned the heater on, like, you know what? Whatever, man. I'm gonna turn on the heater. Then I did. She was very nice to me, but it was just the part that we had to like manage everything, like the light, the water thing. Nah, I don't like that. So I left the place. I left the place after like 4 months, but then that's another story. So now Christmas, it was Christmas time. Then I resumed school. I resumed school. I started going to school. I remember I used to take Uber. Very stupid girl. Pass me. I would take Uber to school. And my account entered red. Oh God, that's another story. So then I learned how to take bus by force by fire. I was going to school. I was always doing my assignment, blah 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 blah. Then it was Christmas time, guys. In the UK, you see people Christmas time. They're always decorating everywhere. Everywhere is looking all nice, guys. When it got to that Christmas time, on Christmas Day, there was literally nobody outside, and guys, I spent my Christmas alone, and it was so sad. My family members called me and they were like, hi, we're eating chicken, we're eating, and I was there because I got in October and Christmas December. I was there like no food. I was eating hot dog on Christmas Day. That's one thing I brought with you to, like, nah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I left the UK after 3 months. I went back home. That Christmas time, I went home like, I cannot do this thing. Not like to be fair, yeah, I went home to just celebrate the holiday because I couldn't just, it was so boring. It was so boring without your friends. I think I didn't have a lot of friends then. So I had to go back home. Like, no way. I'm not going to spend this Christmas like my New Year like this. I already spent my Christmas like this. I went home a few days after and it was fun.
He say that I'm good enough, double my third. Think about shit that I shouldn't. So I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. His girl is a bum to me. Like that boy is a cap. Saying he home, but I know where he at. Like, bet he blowing her back. Think about me, cause he know that it's fat. Yeah. And it been what it been. Calling his phone like he'll send me a pin. Look at my shit cause he know what I'm on. But when he hit me, I'm not gonna respond. But I don't sleep enough without you. And I can't eat enough without you. If you don't speak, does that mean we're through? Don't like sneaky shit that you do.
Okay, guys, I had much fun in Nigeria. You know now, Lagos, you know how it is. I had fun in Nigeria. I met my parents, I met everybody. It was so sweet. And I came back to the UK, then that was it. I started my life again, boring life again. But this time, I made sure it wasn't boring for me. One thing I always tell people is always, I hear people and I see people online go and say, this place is boring, this place is not really good, I don't enjoy this place. Like, find whatever makes you happy, do whatever makes you think about whatever. For me, whenever I feel that way, I want to shop. I do this retail therapy. So I started doing retail therapy. I started shopping online and or shopping or going out shopping, just buy anything. No, not a lot, but it would make me happy. It could be something small. Sometimes I just go to Primark or H&M or Zara and just buy something really small, maybe just a top. It just makes me happy. So, and I started going to like house parties. That's another way to make friends in the UK. I went to house parties. I made friends. And I was getting okay, and my school, and I was working in between. That is, I worked my ass off. I worked my ass off. It was really emotional for me. And um I almost gonna talk about that right now because I don't think I have the strength to get into that. I'm saying this thing, I don't want to get too emotional talking about this, but one thing, thinking about everything now, one thing abroad will do to you, to be fair, is it has gotten better. It will always get better. That's one thing. And one thing another thing I think is the moment you accept that, okay, yeah, I'm here, you need to like work on yourself, work on what makes you happy, make yourself happy wherever you are. And that is what I've been doing. People online, my friends, will say, oh, you're always happy. I'm not always happy, but then I try to like not let like maybe my family not being around just get to me. So I have my brother around now, but he's so far away. So yeah, it was just like that. And it's been a lot of back and forth. I've had days I cried like crazy, days I pray because that's the only thing I believe in. Days I work my ass off, I work, God, I work, and days I enjoy at party. So one thing I just um think is that it gets better. It's about trusting the process. I'm still in the process. I haven't gotten to where I want to be, but it has gotten really better, which I'm grateful to God for. So one thing I would say is it gets better. And if you're new here watching this video right now, just believe that it's gonna get better.
Graduating. I know, right?
And try to make yourself happy. And I would suggest if you're in the UK, try to join the Nigerians in the UK on Twitter. It helps to make. I've met a lot of friends there because some people are here and they're trying to like they're thinking about how to make friends. How do I meet people? You can't just stop people on the road and just So just try to join Nigerians in UK. It's so easy. Wherever you have someone there. Even if you are in like deep down the valley, you have people there. So you can just message me in the comments, just send type anything in the comment section. I'll send you the link on how to join. And they in fact they organize parties, hangout, picnic. There's one coming up next week and like two or three coming up next week. So, you know, I'm always wherever the turn up is. So guys, so that was what I did. And about the news on dependent visa, I feel really, really bad. To be fair, I've not really read or checked the news, but I don't know. It's just so sad because people coming in, and I can imagine even me, the way I am away from my family, I feel really bad. Talk less of if you're married, like maybe husband and wife, and you have to leave your wife or something. I don't know how that would work. But I hope you try to like, if you're in this position, just try to get more information on that and try to get a solution for it. I wish everyone well. And yeah, so far so good. That has been my journey in the UK. And thank you guys for watching. so far, and I love you.